Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to go over which pre-order edition of Madden 20 you should get depending on what type of player you are. So first we'll start with the standard edition. So obviously you get the base game. You do not get 3 days early access to the full game. You get 5 gold team fantasy packs. Your choice of 1 out of 32 elite players. So you'll probably get one elite player per NFL team to pick from. That's just randomly chosen by them, and you get to pick which player you want. And you get a choice of one unique superstar ability, and that's for the face of the franchise mode for your created quarterback. So for the standard edition, the only way I would get the standard edition, which is $59.99, would be if you are a casual player and you're not really heavy in Ultimate Team, or you don't really plan to spend much time with Face of the Franchise, and you're more looking to get Madden 20 just to play, every once in a while. Maybe if you're the type of player that plays, a lot of other games as well and isn't centralized on Madden, and you're just looking to get Madden to check out maybe the Face of the Franchise or some of the new features, then I would get the standard edition because that is $20 cheaper than a Superstar and $40 cheaper than the Ultimate Superstar Edition. So now with the Superstar Edition, that is $79.99, and you do get 3 days early access to the game. Your Gold Team Fantasy Packs bump up from 5 to 12, so you get 7 additional of those. And based on last year, the Gold Team Fantasy Packs, you got to pick a random team. So let's say you picked the Carolina Panthers, and you got like 5 cards from that team. It could have been silver, gold, elite to your cards. Obviously, you have a less chance of pulling elite, but I did see people, and I was able to pull a couple elites from these team fantasy packs as well. You get the choice of 1 out of 32 elite players, the choice of 1 unique superstar ability, and you also get 1 small training quick sell pack. Now, I don't like that they're not saying the amount of the training. Small training, I mean, depending on your interpretation of how much a small amount of training would be. I mean, they could be giving you, 100 training. They could be giving you 500 training. They could be giving you 1,000 training. I don't really know, but for the Superstar Edition, I wouldn't focus too much on the training. The big thing for me for Superstar Edition is I think it's a good idea to purchase a Superstar Edition if you're a big Ultimate Team player. You get the 12 Gold Team Fantasy Packs, and with Ultimate Superstar Edition, you only get 15, so it's only for the $20 more. You get only 3 more Gold Team Fantasy Packs. However, we'll go over in a minute. You do get some other stuff. But if you wanted to use that $20 instead of upgrading to the Ultimate Superstar Edition, if you wanted to use that to purchase packs day one or just save it to purchase packs at some other time or just save $20 in general, I think that could potentially be better of an investment for you to pick up that Superstar Edition rather than the Ultimate Superstar. Now, lastly, with the Ultimate Superstar Edition, you get 3 days early access to the full game. You get 15 Gold Team Fantasy Packs. You get that choice of 1 elite player out of the 32 teams, the 1 unique superstar ability in Face of the Franchise. You get a large training quick sell pack, which again, I mean, small training quick sell could be 1,000, but I mean, at the probably high ends, but depending on the interpretation, I mean, we can just interpret at this point. We don't know what the exact amount is, but large training could be at the low end, 1,000. At the high end, it could be 5,000 training. It's hard to tell. You get 1 past and present elite player pack. The problem with this I see is it's probably going to be like an 85 overall NAT elite card. So after a few weeks, or maybe 6 to 8 weeks, and that player is kind of obsolete on your team, and you want to quick sell it for training, it's probably only going to go for a few hundred training at best. By that time, also the training market's gone down a bit, so I'm not sure if that's necessarily great value, but starting out, it's probably better short-term value than long-term value. So you can weigh that as you will. And lastly, you get one Madden Championship Series pack. This seems like maybe they're gonna do the whole like competitive players as the coaches, and have those competitive exclusive cards right out the gates that they had that they brought in later in the year. The past couple Maddens seemed like they're trying to promote competitive Madden right out the gate in Ultimate Team rather than doing so in February, March, April as they have this year and in years past. I honestly don't know what's going to be in the Madden Championship Series pack, but uh, it's probably all going to be NAT, non-auctionable tradable. So again, it's probably a good short-term thing. You can get a nice jump start on your team right away, but I don't know after 3, 4, 5 weeks how much value those items and cards are going to have. So the Ultimate Superstar Edition is $99.99. Um, I'm personally gonna get the Ultimate Superstar Edition because I'm heavy into Ultimate Team and I want as much as I can accumulate as possible to begin the game. However, it might be a better thing to do the Superstar Edition uh, for $79.99 because, again, a lot of this stuff down here, past, present, Elite Player Pack, Madden Championship Series Pack, it's probably going to be NAT and not going to be worth much after a couple weeks to your team. And these items might become obsolete. So rather than spending that additional $20 to have a leg up in the first couple weeks, you could use that $20, like I said, to open packs right away. Like gold cards and elite cards have the most value day one and in the first week of the game. So pulling packs, pull a small bundle or a couple single packs and sell those off for coins rather than be stuck with a non-auctionable tradable item might be the move. Yeah, so that's basically it. There is, with EA Access, you do get access to the game on Xbox One 5 days earlier than the 3-day early access. So I think the game comes out August 2nd for the standard edition. So what would it be, July 30th for the 3-day early access, and then the 25th, somewhere in that range, for the EA access, which I think is 10 hours. They did in the past. I'd assume they're doing the same thing. You get 10 hours of access, uh, which would be 8 days early from the standard release date and 5 days early from the Superstar and Ultimate Superstar Edition release dates. So I hope this helped you guys out in deciding what edition of Madden 20 you want to pre-order if you are pre-ordering the game. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.